We're gonna turn this into this. What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Edward and on Instagram I go by Trail Ready 4Runner. Welcome. In this video I'm going to go over how to paint your corner lights for your 3rd gen 4Runners. This can really be applied to any vehicle and it's pretty much the same steps you would take to paint your actual headlights, but these you have to be a little more careful with because they are plastic and you can really damage them really easy. But as long as you follow these couple of steps, it's super simple to do and it's not that hard. All right, so here are the supplies you're gonna need in order to pull this thing off. So of course you're gonna need an oven to heat your corner light up so that the glue will come off the edges here. Also gonna use a cooking sheet. And so your wife or your significant other doesn't kill you, use aluminum foil so you don't mess up the cooking sheet, just in case. Another thing you're gonna need is a butter knife. Don't use a good butter knife. Get a used one that you're about to throw away. What this is good for is when you're prying your light. It's not like a chisel or a screwdriver, which will tend to crack the plastic. You're also going to need spray paint. Any like hardware store spray paint will do. Then last but not least, you're going to need gloves, because when we put this in the oven, don't just grab this thing. It's going to be hot. So wear some gloves just so we're able to handle this. So what we're going to do is go inside, put this on the aluminum foil and the cooking sheet. All right, so go ahead and preset your oven to 275. Once the oven hits that temperature, go ahead and put the light with the cookie sheet into the oven. Leave it in there for about 6 to 7 minutes. If you're lucky, like on mine, there's a little piece of glue that's seeping out. You can kind of go by that. So if it's kind of stiff, it's not ready. So once you're able to like move it with your finger, it's ready to come out. So if your light has a piece of glue that's kind of hanging out, that's melted out, you can go ahead and do it that way. If not, 7 minutes is pretty good. At 275, you should be okay. But just make sure when you pull it out, you're wearing gloves because it's gonna be really hot. We can go ahead and start taking this apart. All right, so what we're gonna do now is tape up the glued area so that we don't get any paint. And this doesn't have to be perfect, but just enough to cover all the glue. a cross pattern so you get rid of any lines. Let this dry and then give it another coat. Your first coat wants to be super light. You don't want to get any drip marks or imperfections, so a light coat at first. This is probably a little too much, but because I'm shooting, a little light coat, let it dry, put it in the heat, and then hit it again. I didn't throw any primer on this because I'm only really doing this to record the video, but I would probably put like 1 or 2 layers of primer. All right, let's take this out to dry. All right, once your paint dries, go ahead and start taking off the tape, and then we're gonna have to throw it back in the oven to get the glue warm again so we can stick this back together. So what I like to do is I'll place the plastic on top of where it's gonna sit and then throw it in the oven like we did in the beginning with the clear part up. Preheat for 175 and throw it in there for only like 2 to 3 minutes. We don't want to get it super hot. So once it comes out of the oven and it's all gooey, you can start seeing like the glue melted. Use your gloves and then go ahead and start pressing this back together. Just try to use your hands as much as you can. So just make sure it's hand pressed in and then let it rest face up. If you can, put something heavy on top just to make sure it doesn't lift a little bit so your seal is perfect and you don't get any condensation in here. So once that's done, you're okay to let this thing cool off. Throw it on the truck. All right guys, that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not already, and I'll leave a couple of playlists over here that you guys can check out. All right, till the next one guys. Peace out.